Vegas, we have probably the worst room there is. Has like absolutely no view. It's around 7:30 now. Alright, so we're now heading out of the Excalibur. We're going to the entrance where the bus will pick us up. It takes to the Hoover Dam. It's only about an hour outside of the city. Should be interesting.
Sorry, Excalibur. Luxor right here.
Luxor.
The pyramid-shaped hotel.
It's really cool.
It's got the brightest light on Earth right there at the top. If you've ever noticed, it looks like a giant flashlight shining. It's actually the brightest light on Earth. Yeah, astronauts see it from the space station and all that good stuff. Why? I'm not exactly sure. But it's there. Titanic exhibition here. It's gotten kind of mixed reviews. Some people really like it. Other people say it's a sinking disaster. That's about the best of my jokes. Let me just apologize ahead of time here. Nothing but dad jokes.
Not jokes, then.
Jokes that you can say in a van and not get murdered, not get in trouble here.
It's a safe space.
Safe space. Yeah, exactly. We want everybody to be comfortable. That's about Disney jokes. So if you have any Disney jokes, I'm open to hear those too, because there's parts on the way back, especially where it gets kind of boring here. On the way out, I got it, but on the way back, we can always do some jokes. Now, one of the first things I'm going to point out here is the Mandalay Bay. Now, if you remember the date, October 1st, 2017, that was actually the date of the most horrific event in Las Vegas' history. There was a shooter on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay.
Oh, that was there.
Yeah, he was shooting down across the street right
Where
here.
was the concert?
Exactly, it was a country western concert.
Where was it? Was it across
Right
the
here where
street?
this fenced-in area is right here.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
that
so he was
sucks.
up here on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay, shooting down across the street into this concert area. He was able to get out over 1,000 rounds of ammunition, injure 800 people, and kill 60 before he finally took his own life, and then it's been a closed case ever since. They actually renumbered the towers, so the towers no longer have a 32nd floor. They totally boarded up his room and did away with his room completely, so even if you went looking for it, you'd never be able to find it. But just a lot of weird unanswered questions, like in a city full of camera, how did this guy get all that stuff upstairs? And nobody noticed, nobody picked him up, nobody was observing this guy do all that kind of crazy stuff. How was he able to break out that hurricane glass? 900-pound sheets of glass that he was supposed to break out and remove, built to withstand hurricanes. It's just crazy. Crazy. And then why did it take the police 72 minutes to respond to the 32nd floor? 72-minute response time. They were in the lobby within the first 5 minutes, so it took us 72 minutes to make it up the stairs. It's just crazy. But that's not one of those rabbit hole tours, I'll promise you that. This is an American tour. Good old American ingenuity and history, all that kind of stuff here. We don't need to go down those rabbit holes. Of course, the Raiders play on a real grass field, so they needed a way for the grass to get sunlight. They put the whole field on a removable tray system. With a flip of a switch, it gets wheeled out of the parking lot, and it gets sunlight for about 4 hours. And then a flip of the switch, it goes right back into the stadium. Pretty cool technology. Arizona Cardinals were the first team to do it that way. That was for concerts. Yeah. And then the windows on the other side open up. It's completely glass roof. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool looking.
It is cool. It just looks like a giant Roomba robot.
Right. Yeah.
If you've ever seen one, if you'll see one later, you'll be like, he was right.
No, I've seen it.
So they tilted the towers to eliminate any sort of slack and any chance of it ever resting on the side of the mountain. That's why those towers are going to be tilted. It will make more sense when you actually see it. When you get up there, you'll see that the height of the dam is 726 feet tall. It's 1,244 feet across. It does have a base at the bottom that makes up the base of the Hoover Dam, a distance of 660 feet of solid concrete. 660 of solid concrete. That's an eighth of a mile drag strip. Thick, solid concrete, which makes up the base of the Hoover Dam, but that part's still underwater. If you want to see that, you'll probably have to come back in a couple years. I'm sure it'll be visible by then. So to get up there, you got 6 flights of stairs here on the left, or the ramp. You guys can kind of go either way, a combination of the two. There's restrooms right there on the left.
Climbing up these flight of steps here. It's the parking lot down there. Pretty cool. I've never been out in the desert before, so this is new to me. That's the Hoover Dam down there. Just like a GTA San Andreas.
It is said that Native Americans are not afraid of heights. So these guys had the most dangerous job out here. They would rappel from the top of the mountain, tied off by just one rope, a 70-pound jackhammer between their legs, and a bag full of dynamite. They would drill a hole in the side of the mountain, stick a piece of dynamite in that hole, and then hopefully swing far enough away that the blast wouldn't kill them. All that for 10 cents an hour. One book I read had over 300 Native Americans losing their lives to that duty alone, but because they weren't included in the census, it's as if they never existed. Pretty rough. These statues up here are called the winged figures of the Republic. They kind of overlook the dam as a form of protection, almost like a gargoyle. They're sitting on a memorial to the gentlemen that lost their lives during the construction. So the motto of the memorial is, "We died so a desert could blossom." It's kind of the motto of the constructor guys out here, all the guys working out here. They're cool statues. I guess you're doing some sort of like a retrofit or something here. Up here on the left, there's towers with the clocks on it. These are the intake towers. These are the towers that suck the water up and feed the turbines. There's two identical ones there on the Arizona side. Now, during their heyday, these guys were able to pull up 90,000 gallons a second. A lot of water being pulled up. However, the dam is only operating about 30% right now, so they're not pulling anywhere near that 90,000 gallons a second. Now, in order to build the dam, they built 4 what they call diversion tunnels. It was 2 tunnels on the Arizona side, 2 tunnels on the Nevada side. They used these tunnels to divert the Colorado River while they were building the dam. And then once the dam was completed, they blew up 2 of these tunnels so that there was only 1 tunnel on each side left. But the last year that these tunnels saw any use was 1983, when the water level, well, besides looking at the water, the bathtub ring there, you can see the stain of the water line on this walkway in between the Arizona towers here. If you look at the walkway, you'll see that the water line is almost to the top right there. If you had long enough arms, you could actually reach over and grab a handful of water. That's how high the water was in 1983. You know what? My words don't do it justification. Take a look at that picture right there. That picture was taken in 1983. That's what it shows when the water level was at its highest. But they thought it was always going to look like. They had no idea we were going to get hit with 2 years of consecutive droughts, and this thing would be lower than they ever expected it to be. To our left is what they call a coffer dam. That coffer dam was created so when the water volume got too high, it would just casually spill over the top of the coffer dam down to the diversion tunnel. But its last time saw any sort of use like that was 1983. So we just crossed over the Colorado River. We officially crossed over in Arizona. So if you guys have never been to Arizona before, welcome to the Grand Canyon State. We're gonna pull over here. If you guys need to stand up a little bit and get a view out the right-hand side window, check out this massive diversion tunnel as we drive over the top right here. There you go, check it out. Zip lining or some skateboarders out here. I'm sure they can figure out something.
Well, that concludes our tour of Hoover Dam. We're heading back to Vegas now. See you guys there. Alright, so we're back in Vegas now, y'all. We're going to be going into the Mob Museum, the Museum of Organized Crime. So that should be pretty interesting. Alright, we're in the Mob Museum.
There, I'll take the picture.
All right, it is nighttime now in Vegas. We're going on a nice little stroll up the strip. Swore up, there's the helicopter. Statue of Liberty right there. I don't know what that stuff is. I took a couple of pictures last night when we landed here, but it was late at night when we got here, guys. It was like 11:30. So this is the Excalibur. Well, that's it right there, and I think this is like part of it. It's the casino we're staying at. I'm skip back here. Down there. Down there. Duh. Alright, we are standing in front of the Las Vegas sign. There's a fuck ton of people here, and we got the airport literally right there behind all this, because I don't know why they built the airport in the middle of the city, but they did. Just a ton of Lear jets, or Cessna Citations or something. Let's walk back to the hotel. I guess we could probably just walk back in the middle of the strip. Right there's that Pyramid Hotel thingy thing. I don't know what it's called. Hotel somewhere back down there. Oh, there's the Trump Hotel down in the distance. Let's go, Brandon. I don't know if you guys can read. Oh, yeah, you guys can read the Trump.